Well, good morning, everybody. This is Jerry Roisenthal, Mindset Development Coach, and welcome once again to our Friday message. You know, I'm recording this message early as I get ready to embark on my week-long father-son trip with my son, our 6th annual trip. And every single year we go to San Diego for a week and we just become kids. We go to the Wild Animal Park, we go to the San Diego Zoo, spend a few days at Legoland, and just connect and bond together as a father and son. And as I get to go this year, I always think back on how I started this whole journey out when we first started doing these when he was 6 years old. And I remember what it was like to be completely broke, to be able to have no money, not knowing how I was going to pay my rent, how I was going to keep the electricity on, where the next meal was going to come from. I remember what it was like having to tell Josh no all the time. No, we can't go there. No, we can't do this. No, you can't have that. And I would always come up with these elaborate reasons why we couldn't, because I didn't want him to know that his dad was broke and had no money. And as I think back then of the way things were, and I look at things now and the way things are, the only thing I can tell you is, man, this thing in between our ears is the game changer in our life. Because when I was in that place, I was living in lack and poverty. That's what I kept thinking of, scarcity mentality. And I know that in order for you to do the things that you want to do in your life and your business, you've got to change that mindset. And you've got to change your mindset to one of prosperity and abundance and overflow. You've got to renew your mind every day. You've got to come against those chains of doubt and fear that are holding you back. That discouragement, the frustration, anxiety, worry, all of these things that come against us. Man, we got to get rid of it because life passes by so fast. Days become weeks, weeks become months, months become years, and before you know it, your kids are grown, they're on their own, and you look back and say, man, I was never able to do anything for them. But we have the chance to change that. We got to stop worrying about where we are and start having faith about where we're going. Do you know that worry and faith are almost identically the same? You know how? Because worry and faith both require you to believe in something that has not happened yet. Worry requires you to believe in something negative that hasn't happened, and faith requires you to believe in something positive that hasn't happened. And so if both of these emotions require you to believe in something that hasn't happened yet, how about if we put our energy towards faith rather than worry? How about if we put our energy towards getting out of the place that we're in instead of constantly focusing on it? Listen, I know where a lot of you are at. I've been there. I lived there for too many years. But I know that it was my mindset shift that began to get me out of that mess. It was that gold card that became my lifeline. That gold card that you read 5 times throughout the day with feeling and emotion, 25 times a day minimum. That gold card that makes you say, I am so happy and grateful for perfect health, unstoppable confidence, and a constant abundance of time, money, and freedom in my life. I attract the right people, resources, and opportunities that will enable me to. And you put your goal there of what you're shooting for. And for many of you, your goal is very simple. To start focusing on where you're going and to stop looking at where you are. It's like having a tire stuck in the mud. You can put that accelerator pedal to the metal and that tire will spin in circles. But many times it doesn't go anywhere until you do that while somebody lifts the car out of that hole that tire is in. And sometimes we just need someone to lift us up out of that mental mess that we're in. And my goal with these messages every Friday is to be that person in your life. That person that will just give you an encouraging word, an inspiring thought, and help lift your mind out of the place that it's in and get it going to the place it needs to go. Because all I know is when I watch my son grow up, and I see him today as a 12-year-old young man, and we spend that quality time together, man, it was all worth all the things I had to go through to get to that place. And it will be all worth it for you to get to that place for your family as well. So I just want to encourage you today to read that goal card, to get your mind focused on where you're going and not where you're at, and realize that this too shall pass, and that your dreams, your visions, your goals, and everything you want are on their way. Just keep your mind focused on where you're going. If you'd like to learn some more about coaching for champions, like to see some more training videos I've done, or even check out all of the summits and where they will be across the country in the next year, go to my website, www.coaching4champions.com. Spend a little time there and check it out, and you'll be able to see all the resources we have available. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Be blessed. Be grateful, and I look forward to seeing you next Friday.